the interruption, but I'm Pablo Torre. It is Barbershop Music Appreciation Day, Tony. Do you like barbershop quartets?
Tony Kornheiser, I don't spend much time in barbershops anymore. Perhaps you've noticed. There's not a lot of need for me to go to a barbershop.
Yeah, fair.
Pablo, I want to ask you a question.
From the
It's summer, as we know. I broke out this jacket. This jacket is a mauve color. I don't think Wilbon would wear it, but what do you think of it? Because I could dump it like after the first break.
It does make me grimace a bit.
Really?
You get the reference.
Really?
There. McDonald's, the
Grimace?
big purple guy. Big purple guy, Grimace?
Grimace?
Familiar with Grimace? The character Grimace?
Wow. I knew I shouldn't have bought this. I knew it was a mistake. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. Wilbon has the day off, so I'm joined by our great friend, the host of the podcast, Pablo Torre Finds Out, Mr. Pablo Torre. That's nice. Nice ovation. And we begin today with the World Cup, Pablo. The semifinals are set. Spain will play France tomorrow in Jerry World. These two teams are widely regarded as the stronger duo. England will play Argentina in Atlanta on Wednesday. These two had the more adventurous paths getting this far. Pablo, which of the four remaining teams do you find the most compelling?
It's England. It's England because it's been 60 years. It's been 60 years, Tony, since the World Cup was won by a nation that fancied itself the cradle of football in some regard. And also right now in the present tense, here in 2026, there's a bit of tension between the manager, Thomas Tuchel, who came out after England won that game, and he said this was lucky, this was sloppy. He basically lit into his players, and the best player on the team, Jude Bellingham, had just heard the crowd serenade him with "Hey Jude," and then he gets that from his manager, and he says, basically in response, I don't know if our coach knows what it's like to play against a team like Norway. And that's some American old-fashioned coach and player tension to me. And so I like the idea that as this miracle run may be happening, underneath the surface, thinly veiled, is a bit of perhaps animosity between the star and a coach, which is such an American thing, once again.
So, I don't really know much about soccer, but everybody I talk to believes that France is the strongest team out there. They all love Mbappe. And they think that France has had the most dominating run so far. In terms of goal differential, in the group event, France had 13 goals and gave up 2. And now in the knockout round, they have 6 goals and they haven't given up any. Spain has given up 1 fewer goal, but Spain has 11 goals and France has 19. I agree with you, though.
I have to say, the recent rumors about LeBron James potentially joining the San Antonio Spurs have left me speechless. As a sports enthusiast, I find it hard to believe that one of the greatest players of our time could be considering a move to a team that has been rebuilding for years. But what's even more intriguing is the fact that Victor Wembanyama, the young French sensation, has reportedly rejected a Supermax deal from the Spurs. What could be the reasons behind this decision? Is it the team's lack of competitiveness, or is there something more to it? As I delve deeper into this story, I start to think about the possibilities. What if LeBron were to join the Spurs? Would that be enough to convince Wembanyama to stay? Or would it be too little, too late? The Spurs have been trying to rebuild their team around Wembanyama, but it seems like he's not interested in being the face of the franchise. And who can blame him? The team has been struggling to find its footing, and it's unclear whether they have the pieces to become a championship contender anytime soon. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The NBA has become a players' league, where superstars have the power to dictate their own destiny. LeBron James is the perfect example of this. He's a player who has consistently taken control of his career, making moves that benefit him and his family. And if he were to join the Spurs, it would be a massive coup for the team. But what about Wembanyama? Does he want to play with LeBron, or does he have other plans? As I ponder these questions, I start to think about the Spurs organization. What's going on behind the scenes? Are they doing enough to convince Wembanyama to stay? Or are they just hoping that LeBron's presence would be enough to change his mind? The Spurs have a rich history of success, but it's been a while since they've been relevant in the playoffs. And if they lose Wembanyama, it could be a devastating blow to their chances of becoming a contender again. I have to ask, what's going on with the Spurs front office? Are they making the right moves to build a winning team? Or are they just throwing money at players, hoping that something sticks? The NBA is a complex league, where teams need to have a combination of talent, chemistry, and coaching to succeed. And right now, it seems like the Spurs are missing a few of those pieces. As the rumors continue to swirl, I find myself wondering what the future holds for the Spurs. Will they be able to convince Wembanyama to stay, or will he bolt for greener pastures? And what about LeBron? Will he join the Spurs, or will he choose a different team? The possibilities are endless, and as a sports fan, it's exciting to think about the potential implications of these moves. But as I dig deeper, I start to think about the potential consequences of these decisions. What if Wembanyama leaves the Spurs and joins a different team? Would that be a devastating blow to the franchise, or would they be able to recover? And what about LeBron? If he joins the Spurs, would that be enough to convince other players to join the team, or would it be a lone wolf situation? As I weigh the pros and cons, I start to think about the Spurs fans. What must they be thinking right now? Are they excited about the possibility of LeBron joining the team, or are they worried about losing Wembanyama? The Spurs have a loyal fan base, and they deserve to have a winning team. But it's unclear whether the current front office is capable of delivering that. I have to ask, what's the plan for the Spurs? Are they looking to build a team around Wembanyama, or are they looking to start from scratch? The NBA is a league where teams need to have a clear vision and a plan to succeed. And right now, it seems like the Spurs are lacking in that department. As the days go by, I'll be keeping a close eye on this situation. Will the Spurs be able to convince Wembanyama to stay, or will he leave for a different team? And what about LeBron? Will he join the Spurs, or will he choose a different team? The possibilities are endless, and as a sports fan, it's exciting to think about the potential implications of these moves. But one thing is for sure, the Spurs need to get their act together and start making some moves to build a winning team. The fans deserve it, and the players deserve it. It's time for the Spurs to step up and show the world what they're capable of.